position. Very good. The entire audience is excited to hear this debate, yeah?
Yeah.
Outstanding, outstanding. Please hold your applause till the end. Great. All right, so I'm going to start my 5-minute timer today by thanking everybody for being here. It's been an excessively long day. Apparently it's dark outside. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We really appreciate it. Appreciate the opposition for being here for Clash, and of course my gigantic audience for coming to watch what is going to be a thrilling debate. So we're going to get right into our resolution today. The resolution is cable news does more harm than good. Of course, as always, we're going to start with some definitions. I'm going to provide a weighing mechanism. We get into 3 affirmative contentions. So definitionally, cable news is going to refer to 24-hour news networks, specifically in the U.S., including but not limited to CNN, Fox News, CNBC, but those are some good exemplars of it. The weighing mechanism today is going to be on balance. It's kind of written into the resolution, so it's going to be on balance, does more harm than good. And my harms specifically are going to be the polarization of the country and the mental health of the people living in said country. So with that, I'm going to get right into my 3 affirmative contentions. So my first affirmative contention, we can tag this as focus. So the focus of news. My second affirmative contention is that polarization. We tag that as polarization. And my third is going to be stress, ignorance, and bad health. Okay, so to dive a little deeper into that first affirmative contention, the focus of cable news. This kind of goes to the heart of what cable news is there for. Cable news is negatively focused. It's focused on immediacy, that kind of clickbait idea. It's also focused on emotional news. This is according to Forbes in 2022. Cable news provides the viewer with what is considered micro stressors. That is according to the University of Canada, 2022. People are naturally more attracted to negative news being delivered to them. That statistic is from Reuters 2022. And to follow up further with Reuters, because of this focus, this negative focus, 42%, this is as of December 2022, 42% in the United States avoid cable news entirely, and 42% avoid, 15% don't watch at all. So that's a potential 57% that don't watch it because it is so negative. So my second contention is the polarizing nature. So the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2014 states that the purpose of cable news is ideology following from the slant of the network. I would quote David Brooks from 2017, writing for the New York Times, that says that cable news in general creates what he calls ideological silos. You can also call that an echo chamber. So you're more likely to listen to points you already agree with, and then those points are reinforced. This increases polarization. I would directly quote the Democratic Journal, democracyjournal.org, 2023, February. The cable news rage machine amplifies division, creates a toxic political environment, and slopes towards bias. Those 3 things. So my third contention is the contributions to stress, ignorance, and bad health. This is according to chantillynews.org in 2022. So these are just a couple of headlines they pulled from one day of cable news. College student mauled by bear. Influencer killed in a hail of bullets. Politician pleads guilty to drunk driving. These are very inflammatory, negative news. So that's going to contribute back to that microstressors, that toxic, that rage machine. So how does this impact mental health? So to continue on, Dartmouth 2021, 87% of the news on cable news networks was negative. The American Psychological Association, November 2022, media overload is hurting health. They call it media saturation. They are actually trying to get it diagnosed into the diagnostician as media saturation overload. Those micro stressors create extra stress. Why is this important? Especially for older adults. Older adults, 32% say that they watch cable news daily, 15% at least several times a week. So that's 47% of older adults more likely to be stressed and to suffer those effects of bad health. So to recap, we have the focus of cable news being inherently negative, the polarizing nature of cable news, and the effect of stress, ignorance, and bad health. And I stand ready for cross.
So threatening.
Alrighty, I have 2 minutes on the clock. So, all of the judges today?
Yes.
Wonderful. Alright, just so I know. Alrighty. Lebanon, are you ready? Wonderful. Judges, are you ready? Wonderful. Is everybody else ready? Alright, then let's get started. Alrighty, first, how are you doing today? Having fun? Enjoying yourself?
Lovely.
Wonderful.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You as well. Alright, now I have a couple questions for you. First, did you label what this round is? What type of round?
I did not, because
Okay.
IPDA generally does not require a label.
And then, did you give not a voting criteria, sorry, did you give a value criteria for this round?
I gave a weighing mechanism of more harm than good,
Okay.
specific
That's
harm
good.
being polarization and mental health.
Wonderful. All right, those are my 2 questions. Thank you.
Okay.